Here's a brief history of our classic linen shirt. Now, first thing, why did I choose a linen shirt to launch this brand? To put it as simply as I can, linen shirts and linen clothing in general has been something I've always really appreciated. And I think that's because of how versatile linen clothing can be. For example, you could wear a linen shirt just casually to your friend's house, and you could wear that same linen shirt to the nicest restaurant you know, and it will work perfectly in both environments. But I've always had a really hard time finding a linen shirt that, fit me the way I would see in pictures and the way I imagined, and also felt the way I would picture and imagine a linen shirt should feel. Now, were my expectations for linen shirts far too high, and that's why I could never find one I liked? Probably. Regardless, I still ended up making that linen shirt that I imagined, which took a really long time. 10 months, to be exact. It took me 10 months. A lot of that time was spent looking for a quality, ethical manufacturer that I thought could produce the shirts I wanted. And after a lot of phone calls and a couple meetings in New York City, I ended up finding that manufacturer. They ended up having one of their hubs in New York with a factory and an office, but they also have other factories and offices around the world, which was great. And while that manufacturer search was going on, I was basically sampling every linen I could get my hands on. Because like I said, this shirt needed to be soft to the touch, it needed to flow nicely on the body, and it needed to be of a high enough quality to where it would last a really long time. And early on in that search, I was looking at a lot of 100% linens, but I was having a tough time really finding what I was looking for, so I started expanding my search into other blends. I was looking at a lot of linens and cottons, a lot of linens and polyesters, and a lot of linens and rayons, which is ultimately what I decided on, which was a 55% linen, 45% viscose rayon, 184 GSM blend. Absolutely beautiful fabric. Also, absolutely one of the most expensive fabrics I sampled. I want to say I looked at over 40 different fabrics, and this was top 5 most expensive. But it's well worth it because it checks every box I want it to, and it should last a long time. And simultaneously to all this, a very similar extensive search for a button was going on, and I really wanted the button to give the shirt a lot of character, so I quickly decided on a size, which was a 24L button, which is slightly oversized for a shirt like this. And after a couple rounds of sourcing, I landed on a pattern that I was happy with, which was a brown tortoiseshell blend. In total, I think I sampled around 20 different buttons, and then I sampled around 8 different tortoiseshell buttons, and I ultimately decided on this one right here, which is gorgeous. It's beautiful. I love it. I think it goes great with the 2 colors that the linen shirts are in right now, which is this off-white where it really pops, and then this olive green where I think it blends beautifully. Then there was another very lengthy process of getting the fit right with my manufacturer, which ultimately is one that can look good regardless of the way it's styled, open, closed, 4th button used. It doesn't matter, it's going to look good, which was really the big focus in the fit of the shirt, making it look good regardless of the way it's styled. Production took some time, but ultimately we reached a final product that I'm unbelievably happy with. There's a lot of details and hurdles I overlooked to make this a brief history, but I'm just happy I was able to make the impossible linen shirt that I imagined. And now I'll never have to buy another short sleeve linen shirt ever again because I purchased several lifetimes worth, but those are for you guys, so go get one and never have to buy another linen shirt ever again. Or at least for a long time.